Melissa Beckett and Amanda Daniels connected with each other through heart disease.
Yeah, now they're on a mission to help other women living with heart disease. They started a support network in West Los Angeles, and they're here with us today. They're going to tell us all about that. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Now, this is a very personal cause for both of you because both of you were diagnosed with heart failure. Is that right?
Yes,
That's correct.
Yeah, at different ages, actually.
And Amanda, you were very young.
Yes, at 18, I went in to get my wisdom teeth pulled and left the cardiologist's office a couple hours later, my grandmother's cardiologist, and I was diagnosed with arrhythmia. And several years later, at 25 years old, I was diagnosed with cardiomyopathy, which is also heart failure.
And you had no idea before this time?
I had no idea. I had no symptoms, so.
Is it something that perhaps somebody could have caught earlier had you just gone for a test?
Well, I'm very fortunate that I did go in for a test and I got diagnosed with the arrhythmia previously, but it's very important that people are aware of all of the different causes and of heart disease, essentially, and there's to know your risk, to know your numbers as well.
And your signs.
Exactly, signs and symptoms, because while I did not have any symptoms, Elisa actually had a lot of different symptoms.
And what were they, Elisa?
Well, I had just delivered my first child, so a lot of the symptoms that I had were pregnancy, typical pregnancy symptoms. I had pain in my kind of chest, abdomen area and shortness of breath, a lot of fatigue, I had backache. Mainly I had trouble breathing.
I would think that those would be in your mind associated with pregnancy.
Yes. In fact, I was in the emergency room twice after I delivered my child, and both times I was misdiagnosed. The first time with asthma, and I've never had asthma before in my life, and was sent home with an inhaler.
Oh my gosh.
And obviously my condition worsened, and the second time I went into the emergency room about 5 or 6 days later, I was misdiagnosed with postpartum depression. And, you know, I really knew that I may have certainly been depressed because I was so sick, but I knew that there was something really gravely wrong with me. My intuition really kept me seeking more help and more opinions because I knew it wasn't just asthma or postpartum depression.
I would consider both of you lucky because don't most people find out that they have heart failure when they go into cardiac arrest?
Exactly, sudden cardiac arrest. That's the most common way that people find out that they have cardiomyopathy or heart failure, and then the statistics from there are not good. So we're very fortunate, and that's why we're here, and that's why we decided to get involved with WomenHeart. We're both WomenHeart champions. We went to the Science and Leadership Symposium at the Mayo Clinic and trained to be advocates in helping women with heart disease. So.
And this is a new group that you're starting up.
It is.
Yes.
Have you gotten together yet?
Yeah, we are about to have our first support group session on Monday, next Monday the 13th at UCLA at 7 o'clock at the p.m. at the Cardiac Rehab Center.
And who's invited to this?
All women who are living with or at risk of heart disease. And we welcome anyone struggling with heart disease with compassion and for support and just an opportunity to tell your story and what happened to you and how it's been difficult and how it's affected your family members and your loved ones. And just a place to come and support each other.
Yeah.
So what can women expect? Just a chance to share what's going on in their life, and then there'll be other people there who may have experienced the same sort of thing?
And I think what brought us together was our heart disease. And it's very rare. It's hard when you get diagnosed with something like heart disease. It's your heart, especially being a woman. We give so much of our hearts to everyone. And so it's really important that there's a safe environment for women to come that have been diagnosed with heart disease, where they don't have to worry about feeling that their loved ones, you know, basically making a point that they have to censor themselves around their loved ones or whatnot. So this is really an open, loving environment.
And also an environment where you'll receive education, because Amanda and I have organized having professionals come and speak to the group about risks, about healthy eating, about exercise, about emotional health, all kinds of things. So we'll not only offer an educational component, but then also the support that we as women will find among each other.
You would think that a group like yours would have been around for a while, but so much emphasis is on male heart.
That's
disease.
correct.
It's true.
Yes.
And heart disease, it's so important that all of your viewers are aware that this month is National Heart Awareness Month and that heart disease is the leading killer of women. And it's so important because people don't understand that. And it's really important that we get the word out and that we support one another and that we bring those numbers down.
Great.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for what you're doing, and good luck to both of you,
Thank
Elisa and
you.
Amanda.
You're
Thanks.
welcome.
Again, as Elisa mentioned, the first meeting of the Women Heart Support Group will be held this Monday night. It's at UCLA Medical Center in Westwood. They'll be right there inside the 200 building. For more information, you could just go to our website. It's kcal9.com. Click Seen on TV.